Welcome back to another Talk Dragon Tuesday with RPW. Today is March 19th, which means, guys, we are on week 3 of the Spring Blossom season. Now, that means it is going faster than I expected. I don't know what it is, if it's age or what, but my gosh, it just flies. Now, if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe now so that you don't miss out on the chances to win a $20 in-game pack. And then hit that bell for notifications so you know every time I post, particularly the Talk Dragon Tuesday video. And then, of course, I also do live streams and other videos as well. So don't forget to hit that little bell for notifications so you know when these pop up. Otherwise, you may not know if you are missing out on a, upcoming giveaway. Now, be sure to stick around if you are interested in signing up for this week's $20 in-game pack, because there is going to be some different details on this. It's going to go back to like an old school RPW giveaway. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this week's. Now, also, last week's winner will be chosen today on this video. So be sure to stick around for that. And if you've changed your name and your name gets drawn, be sure to reach out to me, because I don't know who to really give it to if you change your name and you are the one that I drew the name for. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this week's news. Now, the first thing that War Dragons wants everyone to know is that this week, the St. Patrick's Day packs will be available. Now, if you're one that purchases the packs, especially the ones that are holiday-based or whatever, then this might be for you. Now, in this, they're not telling us what is in it. It could be just goodies. It could be, a portrait. I don't know. So be sure to just keep your eye on that if you are interested. Now, this week is the Fortification. I want to go through my top 5 fort tips with you guys real quick. That way, if you're somewhat new to the Fortification or new to the game in general, you'll have some of these tips that I've shared in, videos from the past. But it is only 5 of them. I could probably compile like easily 100. So let's go ahead and go through top of my 5 for this time frame. Number 1, don't build for points. Don't build just for points. Build your base right. Number 2, create a plan for your fort. There are fort planning guides out there, but really go in with an idea of what you're going to do. 3, loot bases with level 1 storage huts. Now, when you do this, you know that they can't protect their stuff most of the time. Number 4, bookmark any offline players you can beat about 30 minutes out before the event starts. And then number 5, bounce your lumber. Bounce it off a bigger player, someone the same size as you, off your castle if you have those, whatever it takes. So basically, when you go out and you do an attack and to hold and protect that, you can bounce it. Now, if you're completely new, you don't even understand what you mean, like what I'm saying, like, wait, what? I've never even dealt with the Fortification. I don't know what that is. Now, the Fortification event is where you're going to be able to gain points for the season in this event by upgrading your towers. And you're going to get more upgrades points for things that take like pearls, which is your perches, anything that takes fire shards or anything. So if you're under the level of being able to build those things, you're not going to get a lot of points very easily. But if you're that small, you can always jump in with bigger players, and just what they get, the extra that you get by following them, is going to fill up your bank. So anyways, during this event, you're going to be able to gain points for building up your base. And the big thing is, be very careful. Don't just build anything to get those points. Make sure you're really thinking about what you're building. And if you're not sure, you can always reach out to the leadership on your team to see what it is you should and should not build. That's right, guys. We have a new series called Back to the Basics coming to the channel this week. I'm pretty excited because if you have any clue as to what the Beginner's Guide series was about, which is a huge series here on my channel, very, very popular with everyone, that is basically going to coincide with that, but we're starting it completely over because there's so many things that has changed since I started that series. For example, one thing is I tell everybody, save back your bonus chest for your silver chest, because when they bring out the runic chest, you can collect that with that free bonus chest. But they've kind of figured that out. They took it away. So there are a lot of things that are outdated, and I'm super excited to be bringing in a fresh new beginner's guide called Back to the Basics. Now, I'm actually going to be announcing another series coming back that's going to be coming back next week. I'm going to be bringing them back in one time every time that I'm super excited to be doing for you. Now, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the fact that, I was able to finally give up my team. I was able to give my team to one of the viewers here on this channel. I can never pronounce her name, so she changed it to Outlander Tolly. So I want to wish them the best of luck with the Royal Guardians as they take off with that, and now they have an Atlas team. And then, of course, we merged some of our top players, point players, in with Princess Sessa's team over on Dragon Lords, and they've taken us in as their family, and she's always been so supportive and very helpful with our team, so I want to thank her for that. So this is going to give me more time to be able to, work on my YouTube videos and stuff, especially with me, having the health issues I have and going back to work and everything. It's going to be almost impossible to do all of these things, so thank you guys for helping us. Now, with that being said, let's jump in and give back to the community. Now, we're not going to go through the details on this week's contest yet, but we are going to go ahead and jump in and do our live, not our live drawing since we're not doing that anymore, our drawing for last week's giveaway and see who the winner is. I asked you guys to put your favorite thing for this season and what that might be, so let's get this random winner chooser done. All right, so who's the winner of this week? Drum roll, please. It is going to be Iwatani. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It says, I enjoy the key aspects. You're able to collect more prizes, etc. And then, of course, he says, free-to-play player, Ronan. So it looks like he knows who he's going for. It looks like he's going for a mythic. Anyways, congratulations, Iwatani. You are the winner of this week's contest. I will send your name up to Ariana for your prize to be given out. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the details on how you can win a $20 in-game pack for this week. Now, all of the winners in this week are not going to be drawn the same way as I've been doing. We're actually going to have to do this a little bit differently because this week's is a riddle situation. So whoever gets this right, their names are going to be put in the contest themselves. So if all of you get it right, then I guess we'll do the regular old comment picker. But if only like 3 of you do, then of course I'll put your name in a bowl, we'll draw it. If 1 of you do, then 1 of you will win. If nobody wins it, or nobody gets it right, I guess we'll just do a reveal the answer situation and do a random comment picker. I guess that's how we do it. But anyways, let's get into the riddle. Right, so you're going to have to figure out which dragon it is that is being talked about in this story. Now, Ridrian witnessed an avalanche which brought Lumen to a bronze statue on the mountain. So he set out with Opes to collect it. There was no friggin' way to just stroll us up. But he knew a druid that he'd been eating with last night who could help Sekhmet. His buddy was nearby, so it didn't take long to begin their flight. Now once there, the Mune gave Lumina to the statue trapped in a massive icicle. After they melted the ice away with their fiery breath, what dragon was exposed? Now this is going to be a challenging one. So really think this one through and really look at your dragons on your roster, whether you own them or not, and tell me what you think this dragon is. And whoever gets it right will be entered in for a chance to win a $20 in-game pack this week. So good luck, and you're not going to be able to find this answer anywhere. I'm the one that created this, so don't be going and Googling this. You're not going to find it. Now, the other things we want to talk about this week, of course, is there will be level 75 through 80 towers available this fortification. And of course, with Haku, the discount will be over. So if you didn't get the 50% off on him at this point, you're not going to be able to get him at half price anymore. So after today, he is no longer half price. So if you have any sigils, get in there and collect them if you're working on this dragon ASAP. Now, guys, I appreciate all of your support here on RPW Gaming. Even with all the things that's happened, illness, all the sad things that's happened and everything, and you guys have stuck with me. So I do want to say thank you, and I'm super excited to be bringing back a lot more content very soon. So stick around for this week when we bring back the new series, Back to the Basics. I'm super excited about, and see you guys next week.